when we make uninformed decisions, this is usually, the point where we make a higher chance of, mistakes. So again, when it comes to money, I'm saying it's not the most important thing in the world, but it is important. And it is something that we can control also. Kaya learning when it comes to saving, budgeting, investing, the point there is to really study as much as you can to make, for us to make, for you to make, for us to make informed decisions.
I like what you pointed out in having not just uninformed decisions but an informed one, because doon tayo minsan nasusunog eh. Kasi minsan, na-hype. Oy, ito yung opportunity na once in a lifetime. Pero yun pala, dahil nawala yung due diligence, patay, sunog yung hard-earned money. Siguro, another question ulit is that, how important is yung education, financial literacy, in empowering our OFWs to achieve financial freedom?
Yes. I'm so sorry. Can you ask it again? Somebody passed in.
Okay lang. Gaano ka-importante ba ang financial literacy and education to empower the OFWs to achieve financial freedom?
Yes. It all goes down to, in life, Neil, it's all about, it's a series of choices and it's a series of decisions. I feel that sometimes the decisions we make in life are the decisions that we feel are the best at that moment. But sometimes also the decisions that we make are not informed decisions. And these are usually, when we make uninformed decisions, this is usually, the point where we make a higher chance of, mistakes. So again, when it comes to money, I'm saying it's not the most important thing in the world, but it is important. And it is something that we can control also. Kaya learning when it comes to saving, budgeting, investing, the point there is to really study as much as you can to make, for us to make, for you to make, for us to make informed decisions. For example, panahon na ba para mag-invest ako sa bahay? Kaya ko na bang bayaran ang bahay? Say for example, may pupunta sa abroad, mag-o-offer ng, okay, bili kayo ng condo. Pag bibili kayo ng condo, monthly nyo is 10,000 pesos lang, di ba? 10,000 pesos lang. And then, feeling mo, okay, kayang-kaya ko yan. Kasyang-kasya sa sa sahod ko, 10,000 lang. Pero we don't know, or, you just sasabihin mo, okay, sige, kuha ako ng 4. This is based on a real true story na, okay, 10,000 lang pala, sige, kuha ako ng 4. Okay? But then, without the proper, research na, okay, yung 10,000 pala, good for 2 years lang para makabayad ako ng equity. After 2 years pala, kailangan ko na palang bayaran yung whole amount, di ba? Maglo-loan na pala ako sa bangko, or kailangan ko palang i-cash, or kailangan pala ako mag-in-house financing. So, malalaman na, okay, ang ilalabas ko pala, hindi pala lang 10,000 forever, ang ilalabas ko pala is 30,000, if not 40,000 a month. Depende sa value ng property. So, in the end, kumuha ka ng 4 kasi akala mo 10,000 lang per unit. And then you realize na minimum 30,000 pa lang isa. That's 120,000. Hindi mo kaya. So, there were a lot of cases na when they found that out, in the end, ang nangyari is na-forfeit yung ibang property. So, again, the reason for financial literacy is for us to make informed decision. Right there and then, say for example, may nag-o-offer sa'yo ng condo, kaya ko ba? Teka lang. Yes, may pera ako, pero let me do my research first. Magtanong. There's no such thing as stupid questions, And that also, I also pertain that most especially to finances. There's no such thing as stupid questions. Ask. So that's why the reason, pagdating sa money, it is important, not the most important thing in the world, but it is crucial for us to be successful, to have informed decisions. And the only way we can make informed decisions is when we ask, we study, we do research, and, we learn from the experiences, not just our experiences, but also from the experiences of others. So financial literacy, it can sound like a big word, or minsan gas-gas na kasi naririnig natin palagi, financial literacy. But, it all goes down to, really ensuring that we make sound and informed money decisions. So that's why, take time. Keep watching Stock Smarts. Ganon.
Yeah. I like what you pointed out in having not just uninformed decisions but an informed one, because doon tayo minsan nasusunog eh. Kasi minsan, na-hype. Oy, ito yung opportunity na once in a lifetime. Pero yun pala, dahil nawala yung due diligence, patay, sunog yung hard-earned money. That's why we really take the time here in Stock Smarts. And even you, May, di ba? You also have a passion to share financial literacy, the ways that invest to see us, the business that you have, because we have a heart for our people, especially kababayans na maraming nasa scam or kahit minsan hindi scam eh, pero they're going into something na hindi nila pinag-aralan, yung risk-reward ratio. So it's really important, please do your own diligence. And even if nag-fail ka, okay lang yun. Learn from it. Huwag kang matakot mag-fail. Sometimes naman, yung opposite is, ayoko matakot, ayoko mag-fail, hindi na ako magta-try. Eh, mas mahirap naman yun. You will miss out on something great of you being of value to people more and more. So, may grabe, nag-enjoy talaga ako sa kwentuhan natin. If we have time pa, pero I think we will come to a close. Siguro, one last question, May, to the OFWs who are watching or aspiring OFWs, any words of encouragement, inspiration sa kanila, especially if they want the track that you have of financial independence and all?
Okay. Para po sa mga viewers, once again, thank you if you've made it this far sa usapan namin ni Neil. Maraming salamat po, and I hope that you found value in our discussion tonight. For you, kababayan, if you are someone, for sure, before you left the Philippines, I'll go back to what I said earlier. May mga pangarap po tayo. We all had our dreams. And let's remember that dream. Kung ano po yung pangarap nyo, kung bakit gigil na gigil tayo, or ikaw po na umalis noon sa Pilipinas, ano po ba yung pangarap natin? Carry that dream with you. Hold that dream with you and work towards getting that dream. And working towards getting that dream, it will really need a lot of self-talk. It will really need a lot of conviction. Minsan sinasabi natin, pag abroad, ang lungkot naman, minsan ako lang. That's how it is. And I really feel that it gets lonely. So this is the time for you to really push yourself na, I know madali lang to purchase as many things para makalimutan ko yung lungkot. But no, I am here because I have a goal. So isipin po natin kung ano yung pangarap. Make it as clear as possible. Isipin po natin yan araw-araw so that we will work towards that. And how does that work? Yung mga pangarap natin, again, look into your finances. Kaya naman po tayo nag-abroad para kumita tayo ng mas malaki as opposed to staying in the Philippines. So make sure it's worth it. And at the same time, as we build on, budget natin, be as specific as possible. As I'm a firm believer po, I have been a testament to that it is really effective. Na kailangan po specific tayo sa goal and sa specific po tayo sa ating mga budgeting. Dapat attentive to detail po tayo sa budget natin. And at the same time, sa pag-budget po natin, minsan may mga temptation. But that is sinasabi nga po nila na if nagpe-pray po tayo ng discipline, hindi naman po ibibigay lang yan ng Panginoon na eto, disiplina para sa'yo. Or hihingi tayo ng patience, eto, patience para sa'yo. He will give us opportunities to be patient, to be disciplined. So if there are temptations around, maybe it is it is God's way of saying that is a chance for you to be patient. That's a chance for you to be disciplined. So I really hope as a fellow OFW, I really hope that there will be more blessings upon blessings to come your way. And I really hope that you will have the wisdom to discern, what to do with your money. And also the wisdom to really weigh what matters to me. Ano po ba yung priorities ko? And at the same time, the courage to stand up for your dreams. Para pag uwi po sa Pilipinas, hindi po empty ang bulsa, but mabigat ang bulsa. Kasi alam po natin na you planted well, hence you are reaping well. So I wish you all the best kababayan. And sana pag mapadpad kayo sa Bukidnon, pasyal po kayo at let's meet over coffee. Ayun, so having said that, I'll hand you over back to Neil.
Yeah, thank you, May. Thank you for your inspiring stories. How can they reach you, May? Especially those who want to learn from you, whether financial literacy or as you are doing your consultation as a service delivery. How can they reach out to you?
Oh, thank you, Neil. You can reach me via Facebook. It's May Herong Mendoza. Maybe we can just put it there. Yeah, you can DM me, and then if you have concerns, also when it comes to like if you want to have an example of how I budget, what are the templates that I use. If you want to have a copy of the templates, I will give it to you for free. DM me on Facebook, May Herong Mendoza. I think maybe we can just put it right there para at least makita nila. Yeah.
Ita-type ko. So, tama. Yan. Para for those people who would want. Pero pwede rin tayo maglagay ng link sa description ng YouTube. But follow May Herong Mendoza. Learn from her. Kung napadpad kayo sa Bukidnon, get so much learnings. Marami kayong matutunan. So, thank you, May. It was an honor again to have a conversation with you. Regards to your family. And thank you, May.
Neil, thank you so much. It's a pleasure, seeing you again. It's really a pleasure seeing you again. It's like family, You and Marvin are like family to Tep and I. So I'm really happy to be here. Again, thank you. Also, conversing with you always is always meaningful. Kaya thank you for this opportunity and thank you.
Thank you, May. So again, guys, I hope you learn a lot. Comment your learnings. And again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, guys. Thank you, May.
Bye.